So this is a little bit of a different video, same perspective, but from a different camera, and I'm not sitting in front of the computer. So what I'm working on today is overhauling my office. So I have a bunch of different things that I want to do, including hanging up different shelves. I'm gonna put some knickknacks here and try to get rid of some of this shadow effect with some of my lighting. I also have a new camera that I'm gonna get later today, and I'm gonna be setting that up, so I'm really excited to get off of my silly looking webcam. The webcam has served me well all of this time, but it's finally time to upgrade and do something more. And then I also want to get the soundproofing panels that I used to have up behind me. I'm gonna build some sort of soundproofing kind of like board and put that on there. I also want to do a number of changes like cleaning up the space in the room and just making it feel more complete. There's been a lot of things that I wanted to do for a long time and have never taken the time to implement, but today is the day. So this video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be just kind of some shots and some behind the scenes, you know, what's going on here in the Permaslug lab. So I'm not sure exactly how this video will go, but I thought it might be kind of interesting to do something different and change it up, and we're going to jump right into it. Forgive the mess because this is all a work in progress. This is the other desk in this office. This is my girlfriend's computer. This is some of the stuff you've seen before. These are the Alliance and Horde banners from World of Warcraft. I want to find a home for those. I'm not sure if they'll go right here or somewhere else. I also have a set list from a concert I went to with my brothers. I have an older drum set that needs to be dealt with and kind of cleaned up. These are the soundproofing panels I want to build out on some kind of board. And then the other thing is, this is the Permaslug lab. Basically what I do normally is I turn on this light, I change the overhead lights to some kind of color, pull the mic in. That webcam has been what I've done all of my stuff all of these years on. So now it's really time to upgrade. I'm really excited about that. I think I'm probably gonna put that new Sony camera like right here, or possibly I'm gonna split the monitors and put it right here in line with that light. So I'm not 100% sure, but I'm really stoked about it. It's really gonna be a big upgrade. Okay, so it's now many hours later and I got the new kit and the camera. I'm super stoked about that. That's gonna come much later, and I actually have another mount attachment for my big light arm coming tomorrow. And then for the soundproofing, I have something cool. Basically what I thought was, I went to the hardware store and I was like, wood is expensive, it's really heavy, it seems overkill. Somebody suggested just get cardboard, and then you can glue the foam pads to the cardboard. And then if you want to build a structure behind the cardboard, you can do that, but then it makes it, you know, more flexible. You can move it around, and then you're not like attaching things to the wall. You're not poking holes in your wall. So as you can tell, my spray painting job is not that great, but it's okay because all I wanted was it to be mostly black so that when I take those pads and put them down, then it will essentially not show through. But again, it's not really gonna be in shot. In fact, I think this is the angle you're gonna see most of the time, and the foam pads are gonna be this way. There's gonna be one over there out of sight. So really, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. As long as it's not that awful looking, then we'll probably rock it. Worst case, I'm gonna spray paint between the boards, between the foam pads, or something like that. I'll make it work. But anyway, we're gonna keep rocking and rolling here. So I have a bunch of really cool stickers, some of which I got from the WordCamp Europe 2022. I have a bunch of WordPress stickers, which is really cool. I have some from Taylor Drayson, his Snippet Club, and his company, which is awesome. Some lanyards and just different things. Got some Linus Tech Tips stuff. These gravity form stickers are some of the coolest stickers that I've ever seen. I absolutely love those. And then I have some that I've shown on stream before from the national parks that I've been to. So what I'm gonna do with these is I have this whiteboard here. My idea was that it's just a good surface to stick to. So I'm gonna take these shelves and I'm going to put them up here somewhere. And then that is going to go kind of in this area. And then I have this, you know, storage unit. I'm gonna push that here. Probably put a couple of shelves here. Now, of course, the thing is, I'm a web designer and I have power tools. I'm okay at DIY, but I get frustrated because my expectations are so high. Like if it's even just any bit, you know, perfectly out of balance, too bad I can't use CSS to hang these shelves because I could do that. This is where my lack of DIY skills is really showing itself. I got my holes marked, which are gonna kind of be the left and right edges of these boards. And then I'll just add the legs in, maybe like 2 inches in, and then I'll be able to easily add them to the wall. But what I'm realizing is this leftmost one, which you can't actually see, It's right there. That leftmost one is 13 inches from this edge. And then over there, it's 10 inches. I'm like, oh no. This is the kind of thing that frustrates me so much about these kind of DIY projects is like, I want to measure twice and cut once for sure, but it just gets so aggravating because I'm just not very good at this stuff. So I have to think through it. I have to go so slow, and then hours pass by and I feel like I've made barely any progress. It'll be worth it in the end. I'm gonna put some cool stuff up there. We'll see if I can do this one-handed, but as you may know, we Americans like to build our houses out of basically nothing, paper and wood. So whenever you drill into your walls, you get this nice snow effect on the ground. And if you breathe it in, it makes you cough really bad. It's cool. So one thing I noticed right away is I'm gonna have this gnarly shadow under the shelf. So maybe I'm gonna have to get some kind of like underlight. But let's see if my panic can subside about doing DIY, and let's see how level I actually made it. No! Can I do anything about that? It looks reasonably level. I don't think you'd be able to tell if I didn't just show you that. Maybe if I move it over to a different, oh no, it gets worse. The higher up you go. What about if we go down? All right, well that's one done and secure. So I have this random light bulb, and what I'm going to do is see if I put it on here, does it roll off? Well, yeah, because it's a light bulb, but what I was hoping was would it roll sideways or would it stay like that? So there we go. It is fine. And then my very scientific test was taking one of these screws, slapping it up on there, and it doesn't roll off. Looks reasonable enough to me. Nice little bonus. Sounds pretty good. You know what's hitting me as I'm working on this is how many tools are required to do a good job with something like this. So it's like, we build websites and we need hosting, we need different plugins, we need WordPress, we need themes, we need all these different things. And it's kind of crazy how it's almost true with other professions as well, that it's very similar in that case, because it's like, to do a good job just to hang these stupid little shelves, I need a level, a stud finder, a tape measure, pencil. I need a drill, a screwdriver. I need these drywall anchors. I need drill bits. I need all this different stuff. And it's kind of frustrating for someone like me that's not very good at this stuff. I just don't do it that often. But obviously I have it because I've done it in the past. But it's like really interesting parallel between doing this sort of thing for yourself in a DIY situation and then also with the WordPress thing. It's like you could leave it to a professional and they can do it. And of course they're going to charge you money and it's going to be done right. Hopefully. But the exact same thing is kind of what I'm experiencing here, where it's like, I need all this stuff. I'm not that good at it. I have to go really slow. It takes me more time. In this case, it's not really worth paying a professional to come do this because obviously I can do it. I'm capable of it. But there is a level of frustration and, you know, simplicity that comes with that. So it's really interesting, the parallel with something like this in our own businesses. So this is coming together really nicely. I'm super stoked about this. I have all the shelves up. This is going to become the sticker board. Obviously I need to clean, but I'm gonna get all of my stickers up on the board. And then I have this light in the ceiling, and I didn't realize, but this is a happy accident, that it kind of has this nice light casting effect on this stuff. So it's super cool. I'm really, really happy with how this is coming together. This is one of those things, like most things in life, where I'm really happy I'm doing this, and I wish I would have done it months ago. So here we are, making progress. So here is the sticker board. I have a lot of things that, you know, are meaningful to me. There's the national park stuff. Here on this side, there's some Linus Tech Tips stuff, if you guys recognize that. Snippet Club, shout out Taylor Drayson. Banana for Scale, nice. A couple other things, Gravity Forms stickers. Then I think there's a WordCamp 2022 one right there. There's the WordPress customizer. If there's more stickers for WordPress, I want to make the whole admin bar on this side here. That's kind of what I was thinking there. If you have a cool sticker, then I would love to get it up here. You can send it to me. Kyle, if you're watching this video, if you have admin bar stickers, please send them my way. And I hope to fill this sticker board out with badass stuff, and I want to completely fill in the whole thing. So here is kind of the finished product that you're going to start seeing in real videos moving forward. So I don't actually have the camera arm that is going to be holding the camera, sort of more where you're used to looking down straight on at me. So we're kind of, you know, stacked on top of each other. It was supposed to come today, and which is kind of what I was waiting for. But as you can see, I kind of have the sticker board going, which I'm super excited about. I have a bunch of stuff on there. I'd love for you to send me a sticker if you have one, so you can get yourself on the sticker board if you have a cool brand. Shout out to Kyle at the admin bar. If you have admin bar stickers, give me one of those and I'll put it up there. And then of course I have the shelves. I have a few knickknacks. There are some sweet Hot Wheels up on that one. That is the Word Camp 2022 water bottle. And then that is the kind of signed band thing that I've talked about before in older videos. So there's still plenty more knickknacks and plenty more things to do back there, but I'm stoked about this background. Got to work on the lighting and kind of the setup of the camera, but I think it's much better than it was. I'm not as blown out, not as ghosty as I typically am in these videos, especially at night when I'm recording at night. But obviously there's still a bit of a shadow on this side of my face. So I need to fix the lighting and camera positioning and stuff like that. But overall, it has come together really nicely. So this has been a little bit of an odd video for me. I don't typically do kind of off-screen stuff like this, but I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been kind of just a look behind the scenes at, you know, my space, my workflow, and kind of how I produce these things. You now have a visual for where this stuff actually gets made. So if that's interesting to you, maybe we can do more stuff like this in the future. As always, thank you so much for watching these videos, and I'll see you in a future episode.